welcome back to Crochet at My House. Today we are doing a book video, and I want to start off with this little book that I started. So it's just a notebook. As you can see, it has lined paper inside. I have started this book and I'm not exactly sure what I'm calling it, so I've just kind of put a bunch of different things. So I've got Commonplace, Sybil Dean, aka Salad Book Collection. I can't remember how you say that word. But basically, what I'm using it for is books I'm reading. So I've got Maggie Fury in here, Shadow League, and I put Life Mates because that's something I wanted to remember out of that. And then I have this, which is something I finished recently. And so I just have some little quotes out of the book. And something I'm currently reading. So it's kind of quotes at the moment, but that's what I'm doing. So I'll start off with this book. This is one of my current reads. It says Truckers by Terry Pratchett. And I have actually nearly finished it. I'm halfway through chapter 12 and I'm really enjoying this, and I'm looking forward to reading book 2. It's about tiny gnomes and an interesting adventure. Go then.
Next I have Linger, which is the next book to Shiver. And I haven't gone that far, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm liking it so far.
Next I have this book. This is The Dead Moon and Other Tales from East Anglia and the Fen Country. Kevin Crossley Holland is the person that put the book together. And it's a collection of short stories. Obviously the Dead Moon, because that's the one it mentions on the cover. But there is also Tom Hickathrift, The Suffolk Miracle, The Peddler of Swaffham, The Green Mist, and a whole host of other stories. And I've read quite a few out of here. And they're quite interesting. And I like the illustrations. They're quite interesting and give a good visual to the whole thing.
Next I have Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters. I've gone a little bit further than last time. It's quite good.
And next I have this whacking great book. This is the Book of Earthsea by Ursula K. Le Guin? Something like that. And I am currently reading the first one, which is A Wizard of Earthsea. I'll just check. I am 7 chapters into A Wizard of Earthsea, and we're both really enjoying this, aren't we? It's really interesting hearing about Sparrowhawk as he grows up.
Next I have the story of Moana, which is sticking pretty closely to the movie so far. And the book is really pretty. Quite good.
Yep. Moving on, we're going to talk about books we've finished, and I thought I would start with these since I steamrollered through this series. Absolutely loved it. So there is a whole stack of them here. First we have The Mysterious Benedict Society and The Perilous Journey. So this is the second book in the series. I've already told you about the first one since I finished that one a while ago. Really good adventure. They go to an island in that one. Then I stopped midway in the series and read this. So this is more of a prequel. And this is The Extraordinary Education of Nicholas Benedict. And it's really interesting hearing about Mr. Benedict as a child. And it gave some interesting aspects of the character. And then I hopped back in and finished the original series. So this is The Mysterious Benedict Society and The Prisoner's Dilemma. So they're all by Trenton Lee Stewart. And this was a really great ending. Love this book. I do know there is a newer book I'm debating, but I'm mostly thinking I don't want to read it because I really love this ending and I don't really want to ruin the series after enjoying it so much.
Next is My Hero Academia. I finished this in, 2 days?
And
It's the School Briefs Part 1. I haven't read Part 2 yet.
And who's it by?
Original story by Kohil Horikoshi. Written by Anri Yoshi. It is really good. There's not many pictures. I can try and find one of them. It's in front of different chapters.
Yeah. Next I have this little book. This is Because of Winn-Dixie by Katie DiCamillo. It was really good. Basically the same as the film. Didn't really notice any differences. I would say give it a read if you like the film, or even if you don't, if you like short stories. And then I have The Old Man That Sneezed, stories by Dorothy Edwards. So The Old Man That Sneezed is one in here, and there's a couple of other ones, including The Cherry Tree. And there's some really nice illustrations in here. It's a good book.
Next, I finished The Ones That Disappeared. I thought it was a pretty good ending. There was a lot of chapters though.
Yeah. Who's that by?
Xana Frauon.
And then lastly, I have this. This is The Mysteries of Sigmar by Alan Ahlberg. And they're just kind of like short stories and poems, and there's lots of really nice illustrations in here. Quite liked it. They are quite funny.
The pictures are quite interesting.
One of the short poems is The Mysteries of Sigmar, which is quite funny. Moving on, we're going to show a big lot of books that we've been reading. I have all of these!
And I have these.
So I think we have read a lot in the period between our last video and now. So we'll get on to showing. I'm going to start off with The Tobermory Cat. I really enjoyed this book. It's all about a cat on an island, and the illustrations are really nice. And this is by Debbie Galeori. I'm not exactly sure how you say her name. I'm probably butchering it.
Next, we have Katie in Scotland. It was a really fun one. There's the back of the book if you want to look at it. Oh,
Next,
it's by James Mayhew.
next I have Rocket Mole by Matt Carr. Gonna be honest with this one, I didn't really like this book.
No.
It was kind of boring. Basically, it's about a mole who goes to the moon. And that's it.
It was very interesting.
Yeah, I didn't really enjoy this book. I'm sure somebody else might. I just didn't. So this will be going in our outbox. We have a outbox that we collect all of our books that we aren't keeping in, and then we donate them to charities. Or recently we've been looking into little free libraries because we noticed there were some nearby. So that's what we'll be doing with them.
Next, we have Norman, the Slug with the Silly Shell.
Huh?
It was quite a fun one.
And that's by
Sue Hendra.
us. Next I have Days Like This by Simon James. And they're just short poems. Quite good. Go through different seasonal points. And there's lots of nice pictures.
Next, we have Norman, the Slug who saved Christmas. It was quite a nice one.
Huh?
Same person.
Next I have this one. I had to get this one and really enjoyed this book. So this is How to Live Forever by Colin Thompson. It's Thompson. And the illustrations are really nice and whimsical. Really enjoyed this book. You like this book too, didn't you? And there's the back.
Next, we have One Special Day, which there's texture there. And it was really fun reading it.
And it's by
M. Christina Butler and Tina McNaughton.
This is one you would have seen recently in a book video we did. This is Hannah and the Beanstalk, and it's by David Kajinubai. And really like the illustrations of this book. Really pretty. And it's definitely a different take on the Beanstalk story.
Next, we have Fox in the Dark. It was a really good one. It's by Alison Green. It was a quite nice one.
Next I have Captain Slaughterboard Drops Anchor. And this is by Mervyn Peake. And I thought this book was very humorous. The illustrations are wacky and fun too, and all drawn by the same person who wrote the book. So that's a nice added detail.
The pictures are interesting.
It wasn't really your favourite book though, was it?
It was silly.
Would you want to hear it again?
Possibly.
I think I would quite like to read it again. And it might be a bit wacky for some.
Next, we have Big Bear, Little Bear by David Bedford and Jean Chapman. It was a nice one.
Then I have Bunk Bed Bus, and this is by Frank Rogers, and it's basically how it sounds. They made a bus out of bunk beds. Granny is very good at making things.
It's got an interesting cover, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Next we have Lewis, Clowns Around, by Lynn Rickard and Gabby Gaunt.
Is it an O or an A? Grant.
It's a nice one.
Then I have The Green Ship. Really like this book. This is a Quentin Blake book, and it's a ship made out of trees and bushes, and they play in it with an old lady that lives there, and over time it becomes just bushes and trees again. But it is really good.
Next we have Little Rabbit Foo Foo, which is a silly story, by Michelle Rawson and Arthur Robbins.
Next I have Cecile's probably least favourite book from recently. This is The Mischievans by William Joyce. And basically they're little mischievous creatures that cause things.
That look really weird.
Probably will go in our out box. I don't think Cecile wants to hear it again.
Not specifically.
It was kind of amusing to read though. If you like ridiculous and possibly gross books, or your kid likes them, they might like that book.
Yeah. Next we have Possum Magic by Mem Fox and Julie Vivis. It was a fun one. There's a cute picture in the back.
Continuing. I read an entire Twinkle Annual. This is 1971's Twinkle Annual. Like the illustration on the front. And the illustrations inside are really sweet. So I have a collection of Twinkle Annuals because I really liked Twinkle when I was younger. But they stopped making Twinkle Annuals in the early 2000s. So I've just kind of been collecting them.
Next we have I Love My Little Storybook, in which the pictures are really cute. Here's one.
And who's it by?
Anita Durham.
And then I read The Golden Cage by Ivan Jones. Illustrations are in this are really nice. Basically, it's about this little girl who, she's a bit spoiled and wants everything, but she then learns that she can't always have everything she wants. It's a really good story.
Next we have Big Bear, Little Brother by Carl Norag. And the pictures are really nice.
Next, I have this one. This was a good and fun read. It's Tibbs the Post Office Cat by Joyce. How do you say the name? Joyce Dunbar. And it is based on a story of a real cat. So that was fun.
Next we have Owl Babies by Martin Waddell. She was quite nice. It was a nice short book, easy to read.
Next, I have The Toy Maker. This is by Martin Waddell. Not the same one as that. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And
Interesting.
really fun illustrations in this, like that story.
Next we have The Things That I Love About Trees by Chris Butterworth. Nice.
And then I have this one, The Building of Tinto Valley. And this is by Ian McGregor Fraser. Beautiful illustrations in this. And basically it's about little mice who live in mushrooms.
Next we have Willoughby's Gift by Sally Chambers. Very nice book.
Then I have this one. This is When Jessie Came Across the Sea. Amy Hess. By Amy Hess and illustrated by P.G. Lynch. Quite interesting. She goes from the UK to America.
Next we have Say Cheese, Charlie and Lola book by Lauren Child.
One Rainy Day by M. Christina Butler. And as you can tell, some of the things in this book have a shiny quality to them. It also has a bit of a kind of glitter finish, which I think you could see if I do that.
Next we have a My Little Pony book, Good Night Baby Flurry Heart by Michelle Vogel and Amy Meberson.
Yeah.
Which the pictures are really pretty.
And then I have A Coat of Many Colours by Dolly Parton. So it's about her life. So it's one of those true stories. And it's really quite a nice book. And we enjoyed it.
Next we have Mr. Topsy Turvy, The Round Way Wrong by Roger Hargreaves. It was really fun.
Then we have Elmer and the Hippos by David McKee, and it was a fun little story. They have to work together.
Next we have The Prickly Hedgehog by Marka Azra, and the pictures are really pretty.
Then I have another Quentin Blake book. This is Snuff. and it's really fun. It's about a young boy who is trying to become something, basically. And then they trick a bunch of thieves by going around and around a building with boots. Quite clever, really.
Yeah. Next we have the Not So Perfect Princess. It was quite nice.
Then I have Morag the Tickling Midgie. It's quite funny. It's written by A.K. Patterson.
Next we have Hamish McHaggis and the Clan Gathering.
And then I have two books in the same series. It's Ivor the Engine and the Elephant and Ivor the Engine, the First Story. And both by Oliver Postage and Peter Furman. Really good. Illustrations in these are quite nice.
Next we have Elmer and the Patchwork Story by David McKee. It was quite nice.
And then I have Moses the Kitten by James Herriot. I really like this. And he was called Moses the Kitten because he was found in the reeds. Oh, I'll let you see the back. Just in case you want to give that a little read.
Next we have Elmer and the Lost Teddy. And it was quite a nice short story.
And I have this really nice book. I love the illustrations in this. This is Maisie the Mountain Hare by Lynn Rickards and Abigail Hookham.
The pictures are gorgeous.
And it is really pretty.
Next, If I Ran the Circus by Dr. Seuss. It was quite fun.
And then lastly, I have two more Dr. Seuss books. I have Scrambled Egg Super and The 500 Hats of Bartholomew Cubbins. Both really funny.
Next we have The Tale of Johnny Tamras by Beatrix Potter. And the pictures are so pretty.
We hope you enjoyed the video, and we'd love to know if you have read any of the books that we spoke about today, or if you're interested in reading any of the books we spoke about today. So remember, and like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications every time we put up a video.